Good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna do a classic climb here in Girona, Els Angels, but we're gonna do a little twist to it and take some mountain bike double track up there. And on this ride, we're also gonna pass some interesting historical things.
Like an old Roman wall right up here and a monastery.
Another interesting kind of point of interest is at the top is a chapel or church, I guess, where Salvador Dali got married. So lots to see on this gravel ride. Go. So we've gone half a mile and what do we see?
Whoa. So one of the things that's really cool about Girona is it is an ancient city. So there are chunks of wall all over the city. They were originally built by the Romans and then expanded and extended around the city to protect the city during the medieval times.
One of the cool things is you can also go up. There are stairs up to the wall and you get a cool view of the cityscape. Really love how narrow these roads are and actually fairly quiet once you kind of leave the city center. Things are so old here, like old, not like 1960s old. So here's a kiosk about the monastery, of which I understand very little, but enough. How old did you say it was?
I believe that I'm making this out correctly. That says 1018, so 1,000 years ago.
So there you go, a little old. There's also a note about the area that we're riding to. It's called L'Espai de Interés Natural Les Gavares. It's a natural area on the east side of the town with hiking trails and some mountain biking trails. So we're gonna ride the Grav and connect it, hopefully. We've not done this. It looks good on the map, but we'll see if it actually works to Els Angels. So we're entering the natural area here in the Gavares, and it's filled with oak and pine and pretty thickly forested. We went up here the other day and it felt like almost like a rainforest. It was so humid. There's all sorts of these little narrow roads and dirt tracks, so a lot to get lost into. So cool back here. Alright, so we've turned off from that main track and are going up a smaller dirt road, and things are gonna get steep. Whew. So that was a fun, rocky, like 18–19%. How was it?
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous. Also fun when you accidentally take the wrong line and you wind up on the boulder field side, not the nice smooth rideable side.
Don't do that. So we got a little bit more. Not too bad. Okay, things are getting a little narrower and steeper. This looks like a good one. Whew, all right, not too bad. Not too bad. You having fun?
Sure.
Sure. Nice little switch back here.
Are you sure this is a road?
I didn't say it was a road. Okay, so we're freestyling a little bit. Managed to miss a turn, but it looks like this path we go to is going to connect with the original path we intended and eventually get to the paved part of Els Angels. So aside from the intermittent, 20%, it's quite lovely. I am thankful it's rather cool and overcast today, because if it was super hot and sunny, would not be happy. Oh, it's like more steep stuff. Oh. So I have no idea what this mushroom is, but it's so cool looking.
It is. It's like a perfect cartoon mushroom.
Yeah. Distract you a little bit from the From the steep pitches?
From the ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a few spots where I was fighting to keep my front wheel down.
So Laura is using Google Translate, and you can actually take a picture of text and it'll translate it.
So some of these trees are cork.
Oh,
Cork
okay.
trees. It talks about cork is of great quality.
Cork used for wine bottles, in case you're wondering. Okay, we just intersected the trail that we were supposed to be on, but check out these switchbacks, man. It just goes whoop, whoop, and all the way up there. Ready for more?
Sure. I barely have enough gears. Barely.
Holy smokes. Okay, so it's mellowed out to below double digits, which is nice. And it looks like there's some radio towers up there that we should be approaching the actual paved road of Els Angels. But this was interesting. Muy divertido. Sí. Yay! You made it!
Yay!
You survived!
Now it's time for that sweet, sweet European pavement.
Here's the actual way I think most people go. That was the dirty way.
It's a good way to make a straightforward route considerably less straightforward. A little more ridiculous, kind of.
Well, the problem is it was too straightforward. Just went like up and over the mountain.
I know, it's kind of nice to have a giggle first thing, right?
I think we're gonna take the pavement, go up to the top. There's supposed to be that church that Dolly got married in.
Should we cross our fingers as this fog lifts by the time we get there so you can actually like see something?
See some stuff? So these are the cork trees that we keep hearing about. Supposedly this is how they harvest the cork for use in cork bottles. It's supposed to be sustainable, like the outer bark will grow back. That's why they look like this. All right, so we had a short descent. Now back to the climbing. Not too bad when compared to the ridiculous dirt stuff we were just doing. Gotta say, it's a pretty lovely road. Pavement's pretty good. Traffic is really, really low. We had like one car pass and they totally waited, so it's a nice change. I wish there was a little bit less fog so we could get some views, but you know, whatever. Okay, so we're coming up to the top. One cool thing that we've noticed is that there are a ton of like hiking trails, a lot of trail running going on, lots of uses up here in the Gavaras. Here's the sign. I'm gonna assume that the church is just up here to the left.
I'm gonna assume that the giant cross designates the church.
You think?
It's usually a good tip off. Or maybe the bells.
Or the bells, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Could be a sign. Cool little picnic tables over here. And a lot of fog. Not much of a view today.
No, we'll just enjoy the mystery. Out there is just the most epic landscape ever.
In all its glory. Oh well, there's still the church. So I think from here we're gonna go downhill. There's supposed to be another cafe on the way down on the paved road. If they're open, we'll make a stop there, and if not, we'll just get a coffee in town. Taking a little break from the descent, and check this out. Choco Iris. I don't know, what do you like better, these or M&Ms?
I kind of like these.
Yeah.
I feel like they're, I don't know, the peanuts taste kind of different, so it's almost like a crunchy Reese's Pieces.
Ah, I can see that. These are pretty good. Pro tip, Choco Iris. Hey, so riding back into Girona, you have to hop on a busy road for a bit, and then you can connect to this bike trail. The riding outside the town is really good, but still this transition zone is really tough. All right, we're back from our ride. Coming into town wasn't as great. You know, you're kind of on a main road for a while. But otherwise, the dirt climb was kind of fun and silly and ridiculous. The actual paved riding up to Els Angels was amazing. The descent, a little scary. It was just so twisty and a lot faster than I was expecting, than we were expecting, but super fun. And we've got more stuff, more things that we're gonna ride while we're in Girona. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, keep the supple side down.